एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभव निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त जुनी सहब गुर प्रसाद जप आज सच जुगाद सच है पी सच नानक होसी पी सच एक उदती गुरु नानक देवा ओंकार गुरु अंगद पेवा सतनाम गुरु अमर प्यारे करता रामदास गुरबारे पुरख श्री अर्जन सुखदानी निरभव हर गोबिंद गुण खानी निर्वैर गुरु है श्री हर राय अकाल मूर्त हर कृष्ण त्याय अजूनी तेग बहादुर राय सहब गुर दिसमें सहाय गुर प्रसाद ग्रंथ गुर ज्ञान वाहि गुरु बंदन भगवान गुरु ग्रंथ कल जुग पे श्री गुरु रूप महान 10 पातशाह एह रूप है गुरु ग्रंथ जी जान पूरन देखो आत्मा द्वैत सर्वनिवार पै शांतमान संते तेन पद नमो हमार कहा बुद्ध प्रभु तुझ हमारी बन सके महिमा जो तिहारी हम न सकत कर से तुम्हारी आप ले हो तुम कथा सदारी सो कहो टल गुर सेविय अहन सहज सहाय दर्शन परस्य गुरु के जन्म मरण दुख जाए दर्शन परस्य गुरु के जन्म मरण दुख जाए वाहि
सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु साहिब जी सुनिए सिद्ध पीर सुरनाथ सुनिए तर्त तवल आकाश सुनिए दीप लो पाताल सुनिए पोहे न सके काल नानक भगता सदा विकास सुनिए दुख पाप का नाश
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह गुरु साध सिंह जी वाहिगुरु जी खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. We're continuing on with the Katha of the Sri Japji Sahib. I realise obviously it's in quite some detail, however I think that's the only way that the Japji Sahib should be explained. So the Sangha should have all the opportunity to gain the knowledge of the Japji Sahib. So any definitions that are within the TK should be given to the Sangha so they could have the full resources available to them without having to grasp the Tikas. And so far we've started the 8th Pauri, but we've only got through, the last 2 videos have gone through the first 2 lines. And today will possibly be the same. We'll go through the 3rd line of Sunnai Dip Loh Patal. But we'll start with the definitions now. If Kamalpreet, if we can continue.
Sunnai Dip Loh Patal.
There's a number of definitions for this Pauri. Sunnai, by listening to the merits of the name of God. So that's what Sunnai is. Deep here means the 7 continents. 7 continents on the earth. Low here means the realms. Lok. That's what Loh stands for here, Lok. So here the 14 realms that exist, the underworlds and the ethers. And then the Patal, those are, out of those 14 realms, the 7 underworlds. So here it says, by listening to the merits of the name of God, a person realizes that there are 7 continents, and that there are 14 realms, and that there are 7 underworlds. Now, we can name all of these realms. We can name all the continents. The continents are completely different names according to Purathan, Janam Sakhis and things like that. And it actually talks about the 7 continents, or the 7 parts of what is today considered the Indian subcontinent, which includes the old Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bhutan, Thailand, Nepal and Bangladesh. So it's the 7 parts, the 7 regions that make up that country. That's what it talks about in Satdeep. But the definition is that basically it's due to listening to the name of God that a person realizes what the 7 continents are, what the 14 realms are, and the 7 underworlds are. So that's the first definition. The second definition is the people of the 7 continents. The people, it says here, the people who live within the 7 seas. Now that doesn't actually mean those people who are living underwater. It might mean the beings who are living within the seas. However, it means those individuals that are living within the little islands within the seas. It says the people who are living within the 14 realms and those people who are living within the 7 underworlds all are living there due to listening to the name of God. They listen to, it says here, Sare log Parameshwar de naam sarvandi mein manu kehende. So basically they all listen to the name of God, and from listening to the name of God they realize that God's merit is endless. It is infinite, endless and beyond comprehension, and they just praise God and say that He is blessed in every way. So the third definition we have is the mind of the individual. Within the mind is a great illumination that flickers, that is chanchal. It does not remain still, it is constantly moving, and this illuminates. And what they're saying is, due to listening to the name of God, that this illumination becomes constant. Rather than flickering, it becomes constant, and a person is able to propagate this illumination. The illumination is the form of the Atma. Is the form of the Atma that a person can gain. However, within the individual it moves. You have to obtain it, you have to make it constant. Once you make it constant, you can become one with it. It consumes fully then. The fourth definition is, the name of God is pure. And listening to this name of God, the deep here, the deep is defined as the knowledge, the diva of knowledge, or the lamp of knowledge, becomes illuminated within the individual, and through this illumination a person propagates Vaheguru, propagates God. The fifth definition is the Patal is the underworld, and the underworld, due to it being low, is considered to be humble. Anything that is considered at a lower place is considered humble, such as water. Water always gathers at a low place. It's considered humble. And they say those people who are humble within their heart have the name of God within them, due to listening to the name of God. So God comes and resides within their hearts, and within them the deep, the illumination becomes law, becomes illuminated and ever present everywhere. So the sixth definition is, due to listening to the name of God, all of the continents, all of the underworlds, all of the realms, it is the knowledge of all these things that a person gains. A person understands that all of these exist, and all of these exist in accordance to the will of God, and how a person can get there becomes a great part of their understanding. There's a Sakhi found within the Sri Gur Pratap Suraj Prakash. In the time of Sri Guru Har Gobind Ji, there was a Pandit by the name of Nityanand who was looking for employment. Nobody would employ him at the time. So the Guru said, I will employ you, I'll give you the money. And you can read your text and commentate upon your text within here. It wasn't a case that the Guru was looking for somebody to come and perform Katha of the Purans or Upanishads or anything else. It was a case of providing employment for everybody. Guru Har Gobind Ji at the same time was the same Guru who had created a mosque at Har Gobindpur. And here he was allowing the Hindus to come and speak about their faith to the Sikhs. But one day, while Pandit Nityanand was performing Katha of the Gurban and the Sikhs were listening to it, he mentioned that after a person dies, it takes around a year for them to reach the heavens. And he stated, it takes a long time and it's an arduous task and it's a long walk for the individual in order to gain their opportunity and place there. The Sikhs heard this Katha, and obviously they heard this commentary, and they went outside, and between them, four of them were having a conversation with him. And one of them said, he's just, this Pandit just said it takes about a year to get there. And one of them said, I can get there within a day. The other one said, I can get there within a couple of hours. The other one said, I can get there within a couple of moments. The other one said, I can get there within a blinking of an eye and come back. Pandit Nityanand heard this and basically was aghast. He could not believe that the Sikhs were saying such a thing. How could they say something that goes against the Gada Puran? The Puran is written, it is correct. Pandit Nityananda was angered by this and thought that he was being ridiculed by the Sikhs. And because of that, he then decided to go to Sri Guru Har Gobind Ji and complain about what had taken place. He stated to Maharaj, he said, look, I've just been there and your Sikhs have said this. However, the Gada Puran states that it takes a year. So who is right? And Sri Guru Har Gobind Ji, he just said to the Pandit, said they're both right. Pandit Nityanand could not understand this. He said, well, how could this duality be? it's either the Gurban is right or wrong, or your Sikhs are right or wrong. At the moment, I believe they're telling lies. And the Guru explained that actually, what you are stating is that a person will take a year to get to Sachkhand, to get to the heavens, or to get to the abode of the deities. But that is the task an arduous task for an individual who has spent all of his life performing certain tasks in order to gain merit or to decrease merit. However, with the Sikhs, it's completely different. They listen to the name of God. They sit well within the Satsangat. They praise Vaheguru. They meditate upon the name of God. And for them, it's completely different. Pandit Nityanand could not understand this, and he considered this to be a lie. And Maharaj said, look, if you do the same as the Sikhs, then you will understand yourself. Eventually, Pandit Nityanand agreed to stay. And for 6 months, he performed seva every day. He completed meditation every day. And after 6 months, he was able to return to the Guru and realize. And he said, blessed are you Sikhs, Sri Guru Har Gobind Ji, for they understand and are able to go to the heavens within a moment and come back. I have now realized the truth, and I've realized that what they were saying was the truth. And the Gurban only talks about the Karam Kandis, those who perform actions, who live off actions. And basically the story was to show that it's through the name of God, through listening to the name of God, that a person gains a merit in order to understand all of these concepts, in order to go to these places, the underworlds, the ethers, within a moment and come back within this life. So that's that definition. And then we go on to the last two definitions. Last two definitions are due to listening to the name of God, the continents, the underworlds, basically those places are illuminated by Vaheguru. It is due to the name of God, it is due to listen to the name of God, it is due to hearing the praise of the name of God. The praise of the name of God is what illuminates all of these worlds, all of these places. And then the last definition is by listening to the name of God. Patal. So pa means to propagate, tal means within the heart. So a person gains within their heart deep. Deep here is indirect knowledge. So direct knowledge is where you gain knowledge of God through books, through other sources, and have a concept and understanding of what God is, understanding of what divine knowledge is, understanding of what the divine illumination is. And here it says that a person, Sunnai Dip Loh Patal. So here it says a person is able to, due to the merits of the name of God, due to listen to the name of God, are able to propagate pa, tal, within their heart, deep, the indirect knowledge of God, so the complete knowledge of God, is gained low through the illumination. This is fully illuminated within the heart and the individual through propagating the indirect knowledge of God. So these are the definitions for Sunnai Dip Loh Patal. And next time we'll get on to the final one, we'll get on to the final couple of body with Sunnai Pona Sakyaka, Pohena Sakyaka. But for this body we'll leave it there. Kamalpreet Singh, if you can close it please.
Sunnai Siddh Pir Surnath, Sunnai Tart Taval Akas, Sunnai Dip Loh Patal, Sunnai Pohe Nasakya Kal, Nanak Bhagata Sada Vigas, Sunnai Dukh Paap Ka Nas.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. He Gobind, He Gopal, He Dayal Lal, Prananath Anath Sakhe, Deen Dard Nivar. He Samrath Agam Purana, Mohe Mayatar, Andhakup Mahapayan, Nanak Pare Utar. Aye Prabhu Saranagati, Kirpa Nid Dayal, Ek Akhar Har Man Vaste, Nanak Hot Nihal. Ek Akhar Har Man Vaste, Nanak Hot Nihal. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.